almost insurmountable. And I think it's real convenient for people to be outside of that and look at those folks and go, well, those people need to stop doing crime. What you need to do is just lock them all up. Well, that doesn't seem to make sense. It seems much more likely that the best way to handle that is to lock them up less and to sort of somehow or another try to calm that area down. And I don't know how you would do it. I mean, whether it's through some universal basic income idea, which I've been paying a lot of attention to that lately and trying to explore those ideas and see if I can wrap my own.
They're going to call me a socialist, and you're talking about minimum.
Well, it wasn't my idea. It was, it was an idea that Eddie Huang brought up on the podcast, and I initially laughed at him. I was like, "What? Psh, nobody's going to fucking go for that." And then I started reading some articles on it, and I started thinking about it. And financially, the issue is where's that money come from? And you're obviously going to. It's a shit ton of money that's going to have to somehow or another come out of something else. And I'm not a financial person. I don't understand economy. I'm not an economist. So I'm not the person to do the numbers. But when I think about it, like objectively, as far as from a social stance, when people have less problems, when bills are paid easier, when they're more relaxed as far as like where food's coming from, where what basic needs are covered, they're less likely to commit crime. So it just makes sense that you would have to spend less money on law enforcement, less money on prisons, less money on jails, and that perhaps that could translate. There was a great article written by, see if you could find it, Jamie. There's some prominent libertarian who wrote this piece about universal basic income. It's the idea is essentially giving people $13,000 a year. And that if you give Americans, it's essentially $1,000 plus a month. And that if you did that, you would take care of a shitload of problems that we have in inner cities and crime and all this. And he sort of outlined it and made a pretty interesting case for this idea. But of course, you've got a lot of people that want to go on and on about welfare babies and people that are juking the system and buying cigarettes with food stamps and things along those lines. But it's like this callous sort of approach to dealing with really poor people in really bad neighborhoods